You got this and you got that, and you gonna murder this one and murder that one. You talking all that bullshit. I'm gonna put it to you like this, yo.
This is for the nerds, this is for the brainiacs, this what we deserve. Go ahead and play it back, you ain't gonna touch me, you not gonna do nothing, you are not above me. I bet you wish you was me, I know it, I know.
What is poppin', everybody? And welcome back to another special episode of the Only Friends podcast. Well, you know, it's me and my only friends, which includes, but does not limit to, the one that will eat anything. What the fuck?
Anything.
What's going on over here, Landy?
I don't know, man. We have a new segment by Melissa.
Oh, and you're just the star of that segment?
I don't
He's
know.
the star. He's our star.
Wow.
By star, you mean subject.
He's weird
That's
food,
me.
bro.
Weird food, bro.
I'm quite excited for this.
WFP.
I just want to see.
Did you take up smoking?
the plate. No, it's F1 season.
Are you sponsored by Marlboro?
No.
Is Marlboro sponsored by F1?
Maybe instead of making him eat weird food, we should make him act out the things on his clothes.
Smoke.
Chun-Li.
Gasoline.
Yeah, maybe like a little kickboxing.
Just have him dress up as Chun-Li one day.
Yeah.
It'd be adorable with the little side
What are
muffs.
you watching
We'll make
over
him
there?
pump gas.
You got a little porno up on your screen?
No, it's football season.
Yeah.
We got
that
Thursday night
looks
football.
No, I got it right here too. See?
Like porn to me.
Yeah, well, it would look like
I
porn.
mean,
It's
this is-
22 men in tight pants
Yeah, this
on
is
a
right.
screen. I could see where your down badness would be
straight
real
up,
fucking.
straight up tits, like bare tits on your screen. It's ridiculous. You cannot have
trying to
this
run a
while
joke
we're
here.
trying
Honestly,
to do a podcast, dude.
That would probably be a little bit better than this current game, but that's neither here nor there because this is a win-win for the Steelers. No matter what, one of the down bad AFC North teams will be going down tonight.
Yes.
And that's great. Good for the slap bet.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's so good for the slap bet.
Is that good for the slap bet?
Yeah, everything's good for the slap bet.
What are you talking about?
Just with every hour that passes by,
Sure.
it's good for the slap bet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's good for the brand.
Once the Bengals lose today, they'll be out of it and they'll just
That's
start
right.
tanking next week. So
That's right.
easy
right.
win.
We get the down bad Bengals twice.
They'll probably just bench Burrow next week.
Yeah, you got to save them. Then I'm going to win my $100 bet with Andy, too.
What's your bet with Andy?
I bet him $100 that Burrow would miss 3 consecutive games. This was back in like week 3
That's a bad bet.
when he was fucking
That's a
walking around
horrible
on
bet.
one leg. And I thought that there was a chance they might shelf him since they were 0-3 at the time.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it might have been bad at even money, but it wasn't that bad of a bet.
Given $800, you've done much worse.
That's true. That is very true. All right.
He's got a kid. He's got 2 kids.
His 2 kids.
All right.
No. Landon's going to try to jump in one more time. We got a lot of stuff lined up today. Poker-wise, we have a very, very big In the Muck segment. It's a little bit more abstract, talking about the live realm and games that play a lot bigger than advertised. But before we get to that, we want to catch up on a little bit of the news that's floating around the Twitter sphere. So first and foremost, big December coming up. Right now is F1. And I have to tell you, the expectation was going to be that this was like Super Bowl week. We've been planning, and when I say we, I mean like everyone who plays high stakes specifically, had just been planning on the highest traffic week of the year taking place right now.
You're like
a lot
licking
of
your
F1
chops.
fans play poker. Is that
So-
an overlap?
Well, there's a big overlap between billionaires and the F1.
People who can afford like $30K, $1 million tickets. Whatever.
Yeah. And you know, like some of them are owners, some of them
An influx of high rollers, fun players, whales, if you will.
correct. However, what we very quickly found out is that is fugazi as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can't even give away the tickets at this point.
No one came.
No one cares.
Today's game was the equivalent of a Tuesday mid-April. No one was there. It was all regs.
That means you
Damn,
won.
how much you lose?
$20K. Wasn't great. Got paired over paired twice during the stand-up game. Which
Jewel
is
was
never
popping.
good.
You should have been there.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Jewel has been good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jewel's
why
been-
didn't you go to the Jewel?
Lamanna told me 2 fucking hand histories. One, he flopped top and bottom on Jack 6-5. It was against top set and an overpair somehow.
In a limp pot.
In a limp
You're
pot.
missing out, buddy.
And then he tells me another hand where he opens
Well,
ace 10.
Jacks
That
are
was
the hot
yesterday.
hand.
Right.
So.
No, they're not any
Oh,
longer.
they're not.
They're not.
No,
Okay.
they
It
are.
must be queens.
They are. No, they're the hot card of the month. It's just not on football days. You
Oh,
see, on
right.
Thursdays,
They take the day off.
Mondays, and Sundays.
Take a
I
day
gotta
off.
say, these
They have-
promos
they have
are
seat
so
draws.
scam.
So scam. So
Like-
scam. Then the other hand he tells me is he opens ace 10, it comes 10-9-X, guy leads into him and he just mucks. He's just like, no, he
Good
had
fold,
it.
He
For
had
sure.
queens. He had queens.
For sure
It
had
was
it.
a soul read.
Yeah. So
What?
it sounds like it's really fucking popping.
No,
That's my
Listen,
kind of
this
game.
specific guy. The last night's game was amazing.
I'm sure.
I was stuck 500 and ended up winning 2.
Let's go.
Well Guapo looks like he got racks and
Guapo mashed yesterday. My God, Guapo, how much did you win yesterday? You know what? Because
I did good.
the thing is, we've been coming down on Guapo a little bit. You know, some in the muck segments.
Well, he's a
and-
nit.
He's
Yeah,
just
I
a
know.
nitty.
Look
It's
at
not. There's nothing
Look
wrong
at
with
that
it.
stack. I said you can only buy in for 3 of those stacks.
Look at that guy to the
Wow.
right.
He's
He's
got-
not looking
he's got
happy.
17 of them.
$1,700.
I cashed out almost 19.
Wow.
1,900,
18,
1,800. Let's go, Guapo.
He didn't take
He
the
bluffed.
picture at
He
peak?
bluffed all those chips.
Yeah, no, I worked really hard for those
A
chips.
lot of $10 C bets to get that.
Yeah. A lot of dark raises, C bets on the fly. We get it.
Man, nice Guapo.
But yeah, F1 week has so far been a total dud.
Yeah.
Well, no one wants to go to the strip.
Yeah, that part's partially true, I think. I'm actually not sure like how the road closures are working. So this morning when I went, everything was open. It was totally fine.
Yeah.
When I was leaving to come here, the ramp to get onto Flamingo was closed. And everything from Bellagio North Valley East was also closed.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. I believe it is.
Oh, okay. So I don't know. It's wild. There was traffic backed up for miles on Flamingo heading towards the strip.
Oh.
I don't know where they were going.
Wait, like how far backed up were it?
I mean, it wasn't like bumper to bumper, but like there was a line of people on Flamingo heading towards the strip. I don't know where they planned. Bellagio's your last stop.
Bellagio Valet,
That's
bro.
the last
Yeah.
stop, bro. There's nowhere else to go
You can't-
east
right.
after that. And,
Right.
You know, they were just there in droves. I don't know what their plan was, but I was heading the other way, so we didn't really think twice about
Yeah.
it.
Like it was backed up past like Decatur.
I can't see that far.
Oh, that's true.
It was like, you know, towards the Rio.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to, because usually Thanksgiving is a big gambling time. Usually the cash action like really picks up week before Thanksgiving, which is now. And then
But this is kind of ruining.
it's a dud. This has been a big time dud. I might take the weekend off.
Yeah.
Dude, you should.
Shocking
I
dud.
hope that this contract they call it off.
I don't think they can.
Hope they do.
I think they're committed.
How many years?
10.
10 years.
I heard it's 10, but they only have to. I don't know. There's so many conflicting
Yeah,
things.
there's probably options.
Last I heard was now that like it had like they can take options or it's like 3 years maximum
Here's
that they
an
have
option.
to do.
Get the
I
hell
don't know.
out.
I mean, honestly,
the
it's,
track looks really dope.
yeah, it's
It
not
does.
that bad.
It really does.
The thing is though,
Good for
like,
them.
But like I don't. I still don't
where,
care.
where is it being televised? Because what I've
ESPN?
noticed. Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think
Poker
so.
Go. You need a subscription.
That shit would be funny.
It's paywalled. Sorry.
That shit would be really funny. Because like the track looks awesome, but it's one of those things where it's going to look so sick on a 4K camera, and it's just going to be kind of whatever if you get to see a little quarter mile stretch of it
Right.
in person.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, it looks really awesome. Like I somebody posted them driving it at night when it was all lit. It looked really cool. But the good news is, even though this week is turning out to be a dud, and I'm just going to actually have to celebrate the holidays this time around, as opposed to gambling my way through them like I usually do in years past.
Hey, we had Thanksgiving last year. We watched Naked Attraction.
Oh, yes, we
that's
did.
right.
With
we went
Toby's
to Geno's.
dad.
Yes, that's correct. Do not recommend, by the way, that
It was
show.
really an interesting experience. He's like, look at his penis.
Was he British or
Yes,
stupid?
Toby's dad is British. Look at his penis.
Shout out to Trevor.
Brov. In
Bruv.
it.
Isn't it? Yeah, so the good news is, though, we are going to reward you guys, obviously, with the pre-Black Friday sale that I have to mention here one more time. This one expires November 19th, so it's good through Sunday. $19.99 for your first 2 months. Just use code OnlyFriends at signup, solve4why.io. And then we're going to be rolling into a Black Friday sale. Be sure to stay tuned for details on that next week. The real thing that I want to get to, though, is WPT is right around the fucking corner.
Oh, baby.
So as much of a lull as we have for the next 10 to 12 days, perhaps, it's about to get real. 40 million
All the
guaranteed.
Svens are coming in.
No, Sven's going to... All the Svens are for sure going to the Bahamas now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You heard about the new...
because of the caches, extra.
Yeah, okay. So this is actually pretty interesting. I'm curious of your takes because I'm not so sure I have an opinion one way or the other. Oh, that's not true. I always have an opinion one way or the other.
That's
I'm
the
just-
first time that's
I'm just not sure it's that relevant. Truly,
Do you know yourself?
I'm rather indifferent on it. But WSOP has decided to up the ante a bit for anybody who cashed anything live during the summer bracelet events. So essentially, if you have, I think the way,
10.
10.
So if you have,
but it's combined.
You have to
It's
have
not-
10.
it's not 10.
You have to have 10 caches. You get 5K. They'll give you, if you have 10 caches, they'll give you 5K, but you have to have at least one in each.
Exactly.
So if you
get
cashed 5 times, you can go to Bahamas and cash 5 times and then get 5K.
or if you
Correct.
cashed once, you can go to Bahamas and cash 9 times.
Now if you cash 9,
No, you can.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you cash 9 times,
You
or
only have to get-
9 or more,
Right.
then just going to the Bahamas and cashing once will get you $5,000.
Correct.
yes,
Correct.
I'm at 7.
So
I'm
you'll
at
only have to
6,
spend
yeah.
about like 16K for lodging
Well-
instead of like 21.
Right. So obviously the 5K bonus isn't that big of an incentive, but it is available to a lot of people. And I think that when this promotion first rolled out, that's why I'm curious to hear everyone's take. When this promotion first rolled out, I think that it looked like it was skewed towards some of the best players in the world. And the reason for that is that if you've captured 2 bracelets, you get a 100K cash prize bonus. Now, again, that has to be combined too. So if
Who
you
won
have
2 did anyone win?
Brewer,
Oh.
but he has to go. But he has to go there and win another one.
So anybody who won one bracelet,
Oh, you need to win another bracelet. Oh,
Correct.
okay.
You have to have a bracelet in both.
So what is this? The
So-
jewel promo?
No,
yes,
it's still
but only
really
on Sunday. The hot card is on Sunday.
It's still really good for all the high rollers. Like
Yeah,
any high roller
small
who won a bracelet this summer gets to go and play like 5 major high roller events.
And if you win one of those, you get a
100K
extra 100K.
added
that's
bonus. It's
pretty
pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't spin. Like if you win 2 bracelets, one in each, you don't get 5K plus 100K. You get the
Correct.
biggest
You only get the
prize.
biggest prize
You don't-
available.
Yeah, you don't get 100K.
Oh.
And then on top of that,
Ooh, hiss.
now all Brewer has to do is go and make a final table and he gets 25K locked up.
Yeah.
So
So Chris
Okay.
will be there.
so reach the final table 3 times combined, and you get a 25K prize. So he's already won 2 bracelets, meaning if your final table's 1 in the Bahamas, locked up 25K. These are nice.
Yeah.
These are nice bonuses.
You don't
This is
usually
nice.
see that.
I think
so-
the only problem I see is that the people that $25,000 would mean the most to probably either don't already have 2 final tables or aren't capable of final tabling 2 of the 15 events.
It's live
In the
only.
Bahamas.
They'll be
no online.
They'll be
Right.
easier, obviously. I think that maybe easy. There'll be smaller fields, so it's
Right, but
easier to get-
remember, like almost half of the schedule is high rollers.
that's true too. So you don't have a lot of
I
opportunity.
think there's only 5 buy-ins that are below 5K.
yeah.
So it's not like this is for the Colossus.
When I first
players.
read it and saw these promotions, my immediate thought was, wow, they are desperate to get people there.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think it's more, wow, maybe they're desperate to just not desperate, but they really want the high rollers, they want the big names there.
It seems to me, yeah,
Right.
I think that your reaction or your re-reaction, I guess, is more accurate. It
Right.
seems like this is indicative of not a lot of the high rollers committing,
Yeah.
right?
It's also like that's probably the people who are most likely to spend the money to go anyway.
Yeah.
So they're just gearing towards.
I mean,
those
the way the
people.
schedule's built, it seems like, from my perspective, it's more important that their high roller fields hit the guarantees and kind of show up and show out. Like, this is very much packaged as a showcase of the WSOP at kind of the way it used to be, where it's very prestigious.
Yeah.
Only a certain select amount of people are going to be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
There will be open events. Like when Lamanna and I are coming up, there were 1Ks, there were 1500s, there were open events, but like it was a long shot for us to even play prelims, you know? So playing a WSOP event back in the early 2000s was very prestigious. Not very many people would do it. And, you know, the Joe Rex that would win bracelets would literally come to your local card room wearing their fucking bracelet.
My best chance of normally, like, with playing a World Series event back then was the main event.
Yeah.
There were so many satellites, so many online satellites.
Yeah.
It's just like I need to get in.
Yeah, there was a better chance of turning 100 into 10K to get into that than there was just like ponying up $1,000.
There's so many different opportunities to do it. Where like the other ones, it was. I mean, you could play those single table sit and goes and build up some lammers and that kind of thing. But
you would just like kind of grind those.
They didn't have,
people
like,
would grind
online,
them and sell them. Yeah,
they didn't have like online satellites for smaller stuff.
No, because you have to remember that WSOP wasn't affiliated with any sites. So like places like Stars and Party Poker that were running main event satellites, they had to facilitate all of that third party somehow. So they would set up like huge booths. You would get like, I won mine through Party Poker. They gave me like the fucking works VIP package, like a 10-day stay at MGM Grand. We had like a meet and greet. They handled everything offline to ensure that you were registered and all this other stuff. But it was a big dog and pony show. Like there were definitely a lot of moving pieces to ensure that everything went well. And if you now, you know, quadruple that or 10x that because you have a bunch of they didn't have 1Ks back then, but $1,500 winners and shit like that, I think it's probably just like too much manpower.
Did you say at the MGM Grand?
Yeah.
Where was the tournament held?
Rio.
Oh.
Well, they were not Caesar's property.
I got you. Never mind.
Yeah, they had no affiliation.
Got you.
So yeah, I mean, man, back then it was chip for chip too. So like playing a 1,500 was a fucking gamble. Like
you got 1,500 chips.
And chips.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Is it
possible to play the WSOP stuff and then go to the Wynn? I'm looking at the scheduling.
It is if you get a private jet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you wanna?
I got a PJ lying around.
Yeah, the tortoise PJ.
Yeah. Charter a jet.
It goes very slow. It might not get there in time, even though
it's not about the day overlap. You're not going to find flights. There's too many people trying to do it.
Oh, I see.
So like, I mean, maybe if you just like booked round trip tickets now ahead of everyone, it could very well be possible.
You'd have to play.
But you'd also be giving up the entire prelim schedule of WPT.
Right.
Which I think is going to be, I'm not biased one way or the other. I don't give a shit what people play, but I think WPT will be juicier.
Right.
And not having to leave the city that a major event's running in seems smart.
That's nice.
Well, yeah, I just don't like flying, so.
Yeah. I mean,
expenses are high.
It's more so just like if for example, you live in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
And Hollywood Hard Rock is running a WPT. And then also in Vegas, there's, a Poker Go series that's putting up a huge guarantee. No one's leaving Florida to come to Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
People will go to Vegas, sure. But like literally no one's going to leave Florida. And I think that's how this is kind of like partitioning. If you live on the East Coast and it's a short trip to the Bahamas, so say if you're like, I don't know, south of Maryland on the East Coast, it's a direct flight probably, or maybe it's like a short flight to Florida and then a direct flight from there. That's easy. And then on the West Coast, it's going to be the same thing. Very easy to just fly direct to Vegas and just kind of roll.
I'm going back home for Thanksgiving and WPT stuff that's going on. It is possible to fade the main in Bahamas and then get back in time for the Wynn.
Isn't the main one of the earlier events?
The main, I was looking at it just to kind of make sure before I asked questions.
maybe
I could have found the answer. It's a 5K main. It's a 5K main.
15 million guarantee, I believe.
15 million guarantee. The first flight is December 9th, and flight D is December 12th, and it's a 4-day tournament.
Yeah.
So it ends on the 16th.
And that also means that you would just be like punting on like 10 days on the East Coast. The whatchamacallit, the Hard Rock Holly stuff ends like December 2nd.
Yeah. Does it? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 4-day event. It starts day after Thanksgiving.
So I think
or 5-day event.
The play is just go to Florida and then come back here.
You could stop in Houston. I can hook you up there. They're doing something at Champions.
Ooh, hook me up.
50.
I want to go to Houston. I'm trying to swipe there.
I mean, you can go there if you want. They're doing. I think the exact dates are December 2nd to the 8th. They're running a bunch of.
Is it during WPT?
I think it's just prior. You might miss like maybe the first day of WPT prelims. But they're running a bunch of live stream cash games. I think it's mostly 50, 100, 100, 200, but there might be like...
That's too big for me.
Yeah.
Sell.
They're not like super soft either. It's like, you know, it's like Jungle Manning and crew.
I can't play that. I just wanted to go swipe in Houston.
No.
So
Trying to find a Texas boy.
the 10K main for the the 10K at the WPT at the Wynn is from the 12th to the 21st.
Yeah.
It's a long tournament.
Well, it's 3-day ones.
Yeah.
You know.
3-day ones. But then there's prelims before that one.
Yeah. Do you think that everybody who's confirming that they're going to the Bahamas is just getting a free package?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Has to be, right?
Yeah.
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 Jeff's going.
Listen.
Platt with the mystery box.
I ain't hating, man. If you guys want to give me a free package, you know,
Yeah,
Connie
I
will
mean,
be there.
Connie will be there on the streets.
I'll see you immediately.
Of course you'll be there
Don't
if they give you a
fucking-
free package.
I'm just letting them know. I don't want them to get anything misconstrued, okay? We don't want no. We're not leaving things up for interpretation.
That's right.
If you want to
And
give
if
me
anyone
a free
out there wants to
package-
give me $1 million, I'm not gonna say no.
You see, you being greedy.
Gotta
You're being
speak it
greedy.
into fruition.
Anyone wants to give me $1,000 for no reason, I am open to it.
I just want
I'll
some
make a
gas
video.
money.
All right, go for it.
Great.
That sounds good.
Sounds like a cry for help.
So it looks like WSOP is using some influencer strategies, I guess, to kind of promote some things. It's very subtle because it's not direct that, I mean, it's just that they're going. But like, you know, Jeff Platt going to the Bahamas doesn't make me like go, oh fuck, I can't miss this one.
I gotta play with Jeff.
Yeah, I gotta get down there with
Damn.
Platt.
Fucking Jeff
I
taking
think it's more.
strays.
I think it's less trying to like be like, oh, I really want to play with that person. More just keeping it in.
Yeah.
In the consciousness.
Every day.
He's confirmed, baby.
It's just
Every day
reminding
someone
people.
new is
Yeah,
confirmed.
just remind because they're
Dankness
just
got
using their
confirmed.
following to
Yeah.
remind people that it exists.
Right.
Kind of like Schwan traveling all
Yeah.
throughout Saskatchewan.
Right.
Saskatchewan?
To remind everyone about the WPT Global.
Yeah,
Saskatchewan.
it's just like constant updates, and
Right.
because people are so easily distracted nowadays, they need to be reminded every day.
challenge, my live rows completely depleted. Turns out I was unable to sustain that sick win rate because of all the expenses. So I'm gonna have to dip into online while I'm here in Calgary. Totally okay with that. Yeah, gonna see me play on WPT Global. Hope you'll join me and chip dump to me a little bit. Remember that I am also raffling off a 12K package. You have to be Canadian. It's must play, non-transferable. But I'm giving it out to someone who signs up using my bonus code Schwan if I can complete this challenge. So make sure you do that because there's probably not going to be too many.
We were
people who
trolling.
sign up.
Yeah, so it does seem like she's giving away a
Update on the
package. It would be great to see her just like, you know, panhandling.
Yeah.
Like my live roll's depleted. She's just in the middle of the Yukon. Like,
Well, I couldn't
please,
get back
sir,
home, so I'm hitchhiking.
I have a 1-2 game that I need to get involved in. Could you spot me a buy-in?
That's giving Marley from 3 years ago vibe.
Well, that's way different, buddy. You're making quite the implication there. Nobody's talking about any visits to the bathroom.
Wow.
What? That was the video.
That was the video.
That's
Base
Bonomo.
video.
He said she was punching down. So yeah, we have 2 major events coming up. I'm pretty excited for both.
Will you be playing tournaments?
I don't give a fuck about playing either one of them.
Okay,
to be
well, what are you
honest.
excited for then?
Because it brings a ton of traffic and the games are off the hook. Like we'll have 3 or 4 games going at once,
All right.
which is, you know, great by me.
What are
Last
you
year,
excited?
fuck
Yeah,
man.
what the hell are you excited?
Last year, I played day 1, bagged at like 11 p.m., went to a private game thereafter, played till like 6 o'clock in the morning, had the next day off, and then got sick with something. Who knows?
You were down with the sickness.
Probably fucking COVID. Who knows?
I don't remember.
Strep throat.
I busted like, you know, first 10 minutes of day 2 or whatever, and then hopped in the mystery bounty. I thought I just had the sniffles or whatever, but I hopped in the mystery bounty, and by the time it was like 10 or 11 p.m., I was just dying. I was literally just like head on
Fucking
the
super
fucking
spreader
rail,
over here.
just
I know,
like sleeping.
yeah. Like, jeez.
I haven't heard
Look
that in a
at
while.
this guy, super
Go
spreader.
home.
Go home.
Yeah, go home, super
Go home
spreader.
and go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
in the
sick.
fucking
Yeah.
event. What do you want
You're
me to do?
sick, man.
Just go home.
Go to
No,
the
nobody
sauna.
goes home when they're fucking in an event. It's a cold. Grow up.
You said it was COVID.
I don't know
you said
what
it
was.
You said it was Ebola.
You said you were almost dying at the table.
I felt clearly exaggerating. It was when I tested.
What was it? 500?
No, yeah, 500. Yeah, I was playing fucking 500 mystery bounty, you idiot.
I think it was the 200 daily.
It was the gladiator event.
It was when all you guys tested positive for COVID. I tested negative 3 times.
That was over the summer.
No.
For WSOP.
Yeah, because I didn't test positive.
It was.
I wasn't sick this summer.
That was
Not last
summer
summer.
before.
This is a long time ago.
Summer before.
That
is
was
when-
last summer.
That
That's
was
when we
when
got
we all
Are
got
you sure it
COVID.
wasn't
COVID
right around
doesn't exist
Christmas?
anymore.
Because I got it right before I went to, like, it was like a week and like 10 days before I was going
It
to
was
Cabo.
right before the
Cabo. I was like,
series.
I'm not going to be able to go to Cabo. Because
I remember being
we
like,
did all
oh, good
get sick
timing.
before
It
the
was before the
series.
series.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I thought it was December.
I don't either.
Oh, que sera, sera.
It's,
Whatever.
your old age.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? Can't keep up with these young bucks. Speaking of keeping up with these young bucks, I don't know if you saw, but Landon, quite the trendsetter. Balenciaga just copping
I know,
his
they were
fit.
scouting his Twitter.
Literally just copying his fit. I mean, straight up ripped it off. I'm not even sure what you get when you buy this outfit.
I think it comes with, it looks like it might come with the pants.
It might.
I think it's just.
You don't think
the
so?
I think
towel.
it's just the towel. I have that towel at my house.
If
It's 99
what
cents.
the fuck is Balenciaga?
Oh my god.
Balenciaga,
I
it's
mean,
a
yeah.
designer.
What is
never
the
heard
matter
of it.
with you?
Never heard of that.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Taylor Swift wears it probably. So.
Oh, I'm in.
They're the ones that have those shoes that look like they're made for homeless people and sell them for like 10K.
They actually,
What a racket.
they have great bags,
I'm
but
sure
they
they do.
just are always in the press for this weird ass
They have
shit.
great bags. Last season, they had a garbage bag that was fucking
Amazing.
It was like a $3,400 garbage bag, literally.
So smart.
That
It's
sounds
kind
about
of
It was
based.
a
so you can
fucking
make this-
garbage bag.
Those
Yeah.
margins, though.
Yeah.
Absurd.
We actually buy the
margins.
towels from
Margins.
Matt.
That is
Margins
amazing
sounds
that they really just have a towel.
So we will be selling Landon's towel for
Yeah.
$800.
I mean, we'll cop
on
him a
the
deal.
merch.
We'll cop them a deal. $80.
We need those designer margins.
Wait,
man.
why do we not?
$80 is literally 1,000% markup.
Why do
Well,
why,
let's get that.
Speaking of
boost
merch,
that
we
shit
should just
up.
sell like towels, like that say Landon's towel on it. That say sell for what?
No
People
one would buy them.
Yes, they would.
They would
People would
not.
buy them.
You're such a fucking boomer, man.
God, they would buy them. They would sell out.
Well, we don't keep inventory, so
They would sell out of all the towels in the world.
Yeah, every towel in the entire world would not
Yeah.
exist anymore.
Right.
'Cause
True.
everyone wants
It's just
one.
too much,
you have to go
man.
to Balenciaga to get some.
It's just too much.
Who doesn't want a Landon towel?
lot of people.
Last news and note is Tropicana was supposed to open Eric Person's room tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Weird timing.
Right in the middle of the
Weird timing.
Not great.
I'm not sure why they can't do it, but if I had to speculate, it would be that you actually physically cannot get to the property.
Yes.
Well, they
that
have some
road
sort of
will be
promo.
blocked off.
They have
No.
some sort of promo, right? That like if you're
No,
like
not anymore.
Not anymore.
if you're like one of the 80 people.
Not
Not
anymore.
Oh,
anymore.
they got rid of that.
They're not opening the room.
Oh.
They're not having a room anymore.
Yeah, the room
I
got
don't
showered.
think.
Oh.
Wait, totally?
I don't think they're having a room.
Well, it seems
his
that
video
way.
said. I thought he said that they were going to open it
says
down
in
the
his
line.
caption, the Tropicana room is not opening.
Yeah,
I don't
tomorrow.
know if it is or not.
Oh, I watched the video. It sounded though as he was going to open it like, or they were going to try to open it like down
He
the line.
seemed unsure.
Oh, okay.
It
Well,
seemed unsure.
this whole
It's
project's
giving-
been pretty
it's giving
unsure.
unsure.
Yeah, I mean,
but
you're
I'll be
opening
at
a
the
new
Trop
room.
tomorrow playing some ladies 5-5.
Maybe. How you
What do you
getting
mean
there?
maybe? No, I'm confirmed I'll be there.
Yeah, but what time are you going?
I'm helicoptering in.
What time is the game?
My entourage is coming. I don't know, 6.
I'm legit. I'm genuinely asking. Like, how do you
I
you
don't know.
get
I'm
there?
gonna fucking fly in. I don't fucking know.
Okay, I trust
I'll
you.
make it happen.
You're gonna have to park at like
Top golf? Can you
Maybe
pop
I'll just Uber there. I
Mandalay
don't know.
Bay.
LA Bay.
Mandalay Bay, and then just walk over
Wait,
or Uber over.
why? How would you ever get to Mandalay and not?
Because you can just go the back ways right up over the bridge. There's a bridge right
Oh.
behind Mandalay. In
Yeah, the
between
one that
Mand-
closed down for the
Regardless,
games.
you know.
She's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah,
there.
you can
Yeah,
walk
it's
over.
not really great content to talk about roads. So
Well,
mean,
I'll be there.
It's good content to try to get to the bottom of how you're actually going to get to a place that's inaccessible.
I don't have an answer, but I will.
You will survive. You will persevere.
Well, Mama
Right.
Joe's going to, so.
I want nothing more than a roving camera on the two of you trying to navigate the strip and get
Yes.
to the Tropicana.
Live stream it.
Like, I just want a 2-shot of, I don't know where we are.
Well, she said I can ride with her, but we have to leave at in the crack of dawn in the morning. And I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
probably wants to get there at like 3 p.m. before the road shut down.
I was like, I'm not. Like,
Crack at
gonna
dawn
wake
is
up
3
at-
p.m.
I'm
Well,
not gonna
for
wake up
poker
at
players.
dawn.
At dawn. Did she say like 1
It's
o'clock?
dawn
No,
adjacent.
she said dawn.
Dawn adjacent.
Because I think she has to walk Trina or something.
Yeah, noon is dawn adjacent.
That's true.
Midday.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I guess then come Monday you'll be plenty ready to give us in the muck. So we'll stay tuned for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Plenty in the muck.
In the traffic muck.
Yeah, in the traffic muck. We'll have a Monday through Friday in the muck segment just featuring Melissa.
Yeah,
Great.
I'll just live stream it.
Yeah.
Today's in the muck was submitted to us on our Discord. It is through Ronin Traveler. He says, so this isn't actually a 1-3 game. How do I adjust? The post is, hey y'all, so one of my local games I play in is advertised as a 1-3. However, the cap is $1,500 and most folks are buying in at least $1K deep. We regularly have a button straddle of $25, which is the max straddle, and a $16 under the gun, as well as the standard opening being between $20 and $45. At this point, I'm trying to figure out how to adjust my bet sizing and construct a better range. I've seen decent trap plays as well as wild showdowns where King 2 off will win a multi-way pot with just King high on the regular. What are some exploits I should be implementing, or should I treat this game as a standard 2-5 or 5-10?
I wouldn't say standard, but it sounds like
Well, nothing standard. This
Right.
sounds very Texas-esque.
yeah. It just sounds like a fun action game that it's not a 1-3 game. Like forget about that. That's just like the 2 blinds they throw out there. Like
Yeah.
I think you have to look at it as like a big 2-5 game that's gonna have a lot of action, a lot of splashy pots, a lot of
Just
multi-way.
high
Right.
variance.
Yeah. A high variance game. Right.
I think, and you guys can expand upon this a bit. This is something that I address in the Mid-Stakes Bible, but in games that don't adhere to standard theoretical boundaries, if you will, that don't play heads up, single raise pots, 3-bet pots, 4-bet, et cetera, those games, the better way to measure them is not by the blind structure, but instead by the average SPR.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how deep are all the stacks and stuff?
Right. So in a normal single raise pot, heads up situation, SPR is usually going to be around 9 or 10. Could be upwards of 20 if it's like a 200 big blind game. But like that's pretty much what you get accustomed to playing in a single raise pot spot. If you're in a game where, the average buy-in is 300 big blinds, the average raise size is 6 to
10x,
15x,
15, yeah.
and the average amount of players who see the flop is 3.5, then SPR is really going to be your best guiding light, because in those situations, now you didn't really start the hand 300 blinds effective, right? Like you really just started the hand, I don't know, call it like 6 pots. And that's pretty important whenever it comes to developing your post-flop strategy, because a lot of what is going to dictate how you approach this from a sizing situation is going to be strictly SPR and position. Those are going to be the 2 biggest factors that are going to determine like how often you bet, what size you choose when you do bet, and how weak of a hand holding you can potentially bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the more heads up, the more linear you can bet, of course. The more multi-way, the more complicated it becomes. What are some adjustments, I guess, you guys play games like this
In these
more
games,
regularly.
I'm sorry. In these
Go ahead.
games, there is no heads up.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just all multi-way action.
Right, but it doesn't often go multi-way to turns and rivers if you start betting.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really more about the point at which you can get a heads up and what type of hands you can justify doing that with. And I would say that, like, just in general, one of the biggest leaks people tend to have in these sort of environments is not being all in often enough or early enough.
Like pre.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Like you have to if it's starting to be like, you're technically like 50 big blinds deep with the straddles on, like you got to be willing to like jam hands that you wouldn't otherwise, like
especially when it's opening 15 or whatever
open,
it is, 25 to 40. Yeah.
Call just jam eights.
Yeah, it sounds like right. It's such a splashy game, right? There's just so much dead money out there to be picked up.
Pairs and high cards just are worth so much when there's when you're effectively at a point where you can decide whether or not to continue passively or aggressively, and you look and you're like, well, I'm effectively 2 pots.
Yeah.
It's like it opens to 20 and it goes call. You have $800 and a pocket pair, and there's 100 dead in the middle. All in's not so bad,
right?
All in might be a little much, but like you could even just like price in a way where you're effectively all in.
Yeah,
I think you can make it like 220.
It's kind of similar to you're in the muck hand. You had ace queen, right? And it was just like a straddle pot, and it was just like, or it was like, oh no,
it was
like,
a limp ISO.
That's right.
Call.
Right, exactly. So it was just like all this dead money out there, and you're just sitting there with a hand that can, plays well by being all in. So all in.
Something else I don't think people consider enough of is, kind of essentially that being shorter in a game like this is almost a higher EV strategy than depth. Especially the less equipped you are to navigate multi-way.
Is that because you're just able to get it all in so much easier?
You can deny equity at so much higher of a rate when you're shallow.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why in tournaments short stacks have the highest EV.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The strategy is pretty hard to fuck up.
Yeah.
Right? You can't make a 20 big blind error off of a 10 big blind stack. It's just
Well, it's
not
like
possible.
that 5, 10, 20 game I used to play was like literally people were sitting with like 30K and it played like 5100 because the straddles would be like up to 80.
Right.
So I just would have to start like jamming free a lot.
Yeah. The only problem, it's not a problem, but the biggest adjustment is that you now have to be rolled for a 50-100 game.
Yeah, and I was not.
Right. Or maybe not 50. Maybe not 50-100. Maybe not 50-100, but like 25. Whatever your buy-in is. If you're buying in for 5K, then you're effectively buying into a 100 big blind 25-50 game.
Yeah.
And that should be what your roll is predicated off of, because you're going to have to fire. Like, you might be into the game for 4 or 5 bullets in order to get to a spot where you finally double or triple up.
Yeah.
And then you can play accordingly.
It's a big game.
Yeah, and that's just fine. Like
if you have the money for it. Fine.
Well,
if you're not rolled though, it's not a great situation, I think.
Yeah, if you're not rolled, it's a bad game, period, right? Because the alternative would be thinking about it from the inverse of okay, I think I would have a big edge in this game if I could just sit with 30K.
Right.
It's like, well, no, your edge is much bigger having 6 5K bullets.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not even going to be close, because one cooler can just like wipe you out with 30K.
Right. It could just be a massive pot.
Where you can just absorb it, and also you can kind of like flip the variance on its head whenever you're the shallow one who's constantly jamming.
Yeah.
You get hands like Ace King. There's no navigating 3 streets.
Yeah.
You don't have to try to eke out EV with these types of hands. It's just like, oh, there's a lot of dead money in the middle again. Yeah. And same thing with like Ace Queen and Ace Jack suited. Now all of a sudden, these hands that can be a little bit tricky to play multi-way, or a little bit tricky to play facing a raise and a call, or you open and face a 3-bet, that type of stuff, it becomes very easy, because no matter how you continue, the SPR is going to be really low, and it's just about making a pair and holding on.
Yeah.
It plays a lot closer to short stack PLO that way, I think. And I think that's probably the biggest error that I personally see from the outside looking in when people approach these games, is that they quote unquote want to play poker. And that's just not the way.
Which really means I want to play lower variance.
Correct. I don't want to be all in.
Yeah.
I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Well, too bad.
I want to flop second pair, face.
It's like, well, this is poker too.
Right.
So
it's a better version of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's more strategic.
You can win more too.
Yeah. People want to like flop second pair and know to fold the 75% pot, because it's 4 ways and you have to have a pretty goddamn good hand to bet 75% pot. And it's like, okay, well, sure, but that's just not really playing poker anymore. You know, that's just kind of paying a bunch of money to play bingo.
Yeah, when people say that, it means like I want the chance to make a 5-card hand.
Yep.
You're right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I want some
And
money.
I'm not getting that,
Yeah.
so I don't like this game anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a 5-card hand, and then I want them to bet into me.
Yeah,
and then bet
I want
into
to
me
check
again.
call, make my 5-card hand, and
Yeah.
then check call again.
Yes.
And then check go all in, and then when they
Sort of,
fold, I show them.
is that familiar?
That sounds great. What are you talking about? That's amazing.
miserable.
God, that sounds like the muck.
That
It
is
is.
the muck.
It is the
Right.
muck.
It's so
Yeah, it's-
painful.
This is just South Point in a couple.
I know.
Right.
I mean, you're not even getting to river. You're folding top pair, top kicker to one bet, and you're right because they have queens.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not South Point. I mean, South Point is tight and shallow instead of shallow.
You've already
Shallow and
described it.
loose.
Stop.
You're really
Yeah.
selling it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's tight, shallow, and miserable, and everyone's paying extra
that's-
rake to playing like fucking
Yeah.
lottery
But
prizes.
that's South Point at like 1 p.m. on a Wednesday. Like
Gotta get you a patch, Brian.
Yeah.
No, but like
The old
South-
Bluebird
South Point
special.
patch.
at like 9 p.m. on
Yeah.
a Saturday, it's
Hey,
popping.
Oh, yeah. It's
He-
popping,
It
baby.
is.
Listen,
It
I'm
fits so much
envisioning
different.
a future here. Conrad's got his poker org button. I think you need a South Point sponsorship.
Yes.
Listen, guys,
You're out there, Jewel.
operators,
Well,
we're open to
Yes.
individual sponsorships.
I didn't want to say anything, but that poker org button looks like a butt plug.
It's not a button.
What kind of,
It looks
butt
like
plugs are you
so
using?
you know what it is?
it looks like the face of a butt plug.
Oh, like the part that sticks out.
yeah. Like Conrad bends over and I just see a poker.org heart.
I'll
It's
make it on Photoshop.
It's an upside down spade.
Oh yeah, sure it is. Oh yeah, that is true. A lot of butt plugs are spades. Now that I think about it.
That's true.
Remember when we had Jace's bachelor party here and the girl was in the limo and she's like, "Did you see my special jewel?" And she just bent over and had a spade shaped butt
And
plug.
I was
in.
like, "Did you have this on the plane the whole time?"
Yeah, she just flew here with a butt plug in.
That doesn't
Wild.
sound comfy.
No, it doesn't sound comfortable at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I could give Ronan any tips,
So anyway, Ronan.
circling back, I would personally, don't worry about altering the stakes in your mind. Just be hypersensitive to what the SPR is. As the SPR shrinks, as it gets to be less than 5, and you still have the option to open the action again, consider being all in more. Right. So even
And
if
then do you adjust your you have to adjust your pre-flop ranges and your pre-flop strategy for that, right?
somewhat, I mean, you want to have equity when called, obviously.
Suited paint.
Yeah, you want to
Also
have
high.
exactly. You want to have pairs. You want to have broadways.
Yeah.
Right. Like you want to be able to block the calls.
I think you can get in a lot of trouble like bleeding money away trying to hit bingo, right?
Yeah. Don't,
Yeah, like if you're low SPR, you don't want like those.
You don't want
suited-
6-5
those-
suited.
Right,
Yeah,
the lower
right.
suited
Right.
connectors.
5-6 suited. Yeah, right.
The lower suited connectors don't do as well.
No, they don't.
Because you can't realize your equity.
Right,
Right.
but people think like I'm just gonna get in with all these people because I could really flop a straight or something or
Yeah.
Yeah. But like my bigger
That's
point, I
pretty
guess,
much
is
they want a 5-card hand.
my bigger point, I guess, is like don't be so mindful of the blind structure. Like if somebody opens the 35 and gets called in 4 spots and you have $500 in front of you, you should be playing push or fold a lot.
yeah,
There's very, very, very little very few hands that are incentivized to call.
yeah,
$32 more when you're in the big
or
blind
make it
there.
90.
Right. Like aces is like
Right.
the only non all in 3-bet, I think.
Yeah.
Even kings is like pretty happy to just ship it.
And
course,
yeah,
yeah.
And I'm guessing in this game that's totally fine. You don't need to be balanced.
Correct.
Like, you can just do
yeah,
that
go
with
ahead and make
aces,
it. You can make
and
it
it'll
105 with aces. It's
Yes.
okay.
It seems like a lot of like I think I fell into this trap a little bit too, where it's like, oh, but I'm not balanced here. It's like no one's paying attention.
Yeah.
They
Right.
don't
I
give a-
agree 100%.
They
Right.
don't
Nobody
care.
cares.
Right. And it's like if you want,
They
if
will
you
pay you. They will do the thing that's bad. It doesn't matter if you're imbalanced.
right, they just like to do the bad thing. They opened to 35
Yeah.
at 1-3.
Yeah.
They already
Yeah.
did the bad thing. If they want to continue to do bad
And they'll
things,
do it again.
Yeah.
yeah, just give them the opportunity to. If you want to get real frisky, then 3-bet kings also instead of
Yeah.
jamming. You
Really
know.
opening your range here.
Yeah,
But
really
yeah,
open that range.
yeah, but I do think that's really what it comes down to is learn pre-flop. Like if you want to have the highest hourly of anyone in the game, just really learn pre-flop.
Probably looking at MTT pre-flop shorter stacks might help.
Yeah,
Just so
I
you
think
get
so.
an idea of the type of hands that like to go all in.
Squeeze jamming and stuff
Yeah,
like
because
that.
it is a lot more offsuit stuff and like more, there's like King Jack suited and shit like that.
Yeah, and you're gonna get called. You're gonna have like the third caller snap you with queens sometimes, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And that's
then you
okay.
just suck out on them. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like
You gotta scam them sometimes.
it's important to scam. Yeah, it's very important to scam.
Give yourself the opportunity to
Because
scam.
like when you have ace jack suited and they snap you off with queens and you lose and you think like, oh, I could have just flicked it in and called. You forget about the times it just comes jack high and you're in like really hellish spots.
Yeah.
Where these guys are just like betting when you check to them. It's like, what's going on? I have top pair, top kicker. Do they have a set? Do they have an overpair? Do they have a worse jack? Like, who wants to play these guessing games?
Or it doesn't come jack high and you check fold and towards $35.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even worse.
Or you get it in
Even
with
fucking
jack.
worse.
and then you
Ace
do
jack
that like
versus queen.
10 different times, and then you just
Yeah.
bust
Yeah.
out.
Or
You're like, damn, I didn't make any of my hands. I run
Right.
so bad.
yeah, or like worse, you just have fours. Like fours in that spot. You should just like be jamming or folding.
Yeah.
Mostly folding. It's like you shouldn't be set mining in a situation where you're putting in like 9% of your stack,
Right.
8% of your stack, whatever.
Also, a lot of times, like, you want to C5, and you're not able to do that, like, low SPRs.
That's true.
So you just gotta get it in there.
That is very
Piling
true.
a jack 10 suited.
All right. Well, now that we cooked a little bit, let's eat.
Ain't this some shit?
So-
We got a new segment today. I'm gonna let Melissa take over this portion of the show.
Nikki and I crafted this little segment up. It's called Landon Eats Anything, and Landon Eats Everything, something like that.
Something
I don't
like
know. So we're just gonna bring in like random, gross or unusual.
Oh my god.
Unusual food.
Unusual food. So today I have prepared you a lovely meal, as you can see.
Wow.
So I went to the Japanese food store, and actually a couple of these are a bit nostalgic for me. So my brother, the top left corner you see,
Like there's dessert. There's
that
jelly
is
beans.
natto.
Okay.
So it's fermented soybeans. It's very stretchy and slimy.
This thing?
That's the
The square
container.
cup. Yeah.
Sure.
My brother used to eat this and still does all the time, and it fucking stinks.
And he likes
I
it.
hate it.
It's
I've tried it. It's fucking gross. It's slimy. It's nasty.
Fermented
but he
beans,
loves
like-
it. He'll eat it all day, every day. We have on there some dried anchovies. I used to eat the smaller version of this when I was like 3. They were like my favorite snack. It was like dried little minnows, and Berkey made fun of me because that's
Wait, so you might
apparently
like this.
bait.
She just literally ate bait.
Yeah.
She literally would go
But
to
it's,
like
no, I didn't go to the bait
fucking
store.
bait
No, you
store.
weren't. That's fucking
I got like
ignorant.
salted minnows.
It's goddamn ignorant. I went to I was in Japan, and we would eat,
That's ignorant.
Bait. You would eat bait.
yes. Fish is very popular in Japan.
Wait, so you're saying you might like this one?
Yeah, I don't know
I
that
like
I would eat it
anchovies.
today. I think I'm good. I like, I probably would like
Very
it.
You
but
have a Subway
it's
sandwich here?
stinky. It's a little stinky.
There's a Subway.
Get rid of the Subway out of there. It's ruining the shot.
Landed very,
amazing.
very high in protein. The
Yeah,
anchovies.
so
I heard.
19 grams per ounce with 1.5 grams of carbs. Pretty
Okay.
dense.
fat, not carbs.
Was it?
Okay.
Fat? Oh, fat.
Yeah,
Pretty bussin'. Yeah,
And-
you can add this to your meals, Matt.
No.
You're the
no.
one that's trying to eat only 1,900
Well, I have a
calories.
whole
Yeah,
bag, so if you
I'll
guys
be
want
okay.
them
I'll
after.
probably like it. I'm excited.
Mm.
And then there is some bugs.
There's some salted bugs.
Dried bugs.
Those
I
actually look the most
believe-
appetizing of everything on the plate.
Yes.
nice and crunchy,
So
maybe
there's,
with
there's
salty.
some dried grubs. There's some dried crickets.
Larva.
You
Love
can see
grub.
some of their legs have fallen out.
I'll tell you right now, I'm taking Landon with me on my Naked and Afraid adventure. Bro
Why?
will just because
I don't want to be
he'll
naked or
scavenge.
afraid.
He'll
No,
just
he won't.
scavenge.
He'll just eat whatever that's
He'll
in
eat
front of him,
everything.
but he
Whatever-
won't like go and
All right,
find
well then
it.
I'll have entertainment watching him
You
like
need,
slurp up
I'm
a-
the gatherer. I have the
Okay.
gathering gene. So
Okay.
I'll
You
be
gathered
there.
all of
I'll
this here
gather
today.
it. Landon will eat it, and you're gonna starve.
I'm just gonna die.
So-
I'm gonna die.
and then I have some like some of those gross jelly beans. It's a bit of a gamble.
Some of them are dishwasher
Some
flavored.
are gross. Some are normal.
They're the bean boozled ones. So it's possible I could have birthday cake or dirty dishwasher.
I
What's-
eat the dirty dishwasher.
What is different?
Not good.
I guess
So,
a lot
yeah.
is different.
It's not good.
What do we start with?
It's up to you.
Wow. I guess we start with the not. We feed with. Can I shout out to Paul?
Yeah. Shout out to Paul.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second.
He told me
Landon.
how
Let's-
to.
Let's get a nice close up.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna get in here. Let's
What?
see. I mean,
It's gonna be a delay a little bit, but
No, we're all right.
all right.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry.
Am I supposed to eat now?
Just wait, I guess.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh
yeah,
my
stretch
god.
that. Oh, look at that.
Stretchy.
So stretchy. Oh, he's really. Oh, look at that string.
What is this?
No, it's not very good.
No. That's not good. That's not good, guys.
Stretch. Give us a stretch of that. Show us that stretchiness.
It's very plain.
You gotta give it another shot.
It looks like Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah. We're going to put this one away. I don't like that one.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
that was a no, but he did eat it.
I ate it.
That did not
This is
cook.
a cricket.
Okay.
Larva bug.
Wow, the
The
crunch
bug
was
is good.
The bug is good?
The bug is good.
Should I have a bug?
You can have a bug.
like good.
Have another one.
Yeah, I would eat another one of the bug.
No, but I mean like you would just snack on these if you had the opportunity to.
Well, I have a whole thing.
Jesus, Landon. Go a little bit slower, buddy.
Yeah,
Very high in protein.
No, they're good.
Let's try to get it on camera.
Oh no.
Yeah,
How-
give us a
how
slow.
good?
Can you go slowly, please? This.
But like how good?
Oh.
I don't-
Fucking marble
There we
man here.
go. Oy.
No, it's good.
What does it taste like?
It just tastes like a potato chip with salt. It's like
Oh.
a salted chip. It tastes like potato chips.
You nailed that.
No one?
No, I'm good.
He likes that. Okay, now we're going for the
We go
anchovy.
for the fish. Put the fish in the mouth.
Oh, it's something
Yeah.
gooey.
No, this is good. No, this is good.
Can we get a close up of the fish? So they are whole fried fish.
What does it taste like? Fish jerky?
Salt. It's just fish and salt.
Okay.
Oh
Sure.
god.
So far, you know, he's
How
like
many of those do you think equals the serving? If you had to guess.
1 ounce is 1 serving.
Yeah, but-
so I don't know, maybe
Probably 2-3 of those.
Oh, come on.
maybe like
more than that.
6.
No way.
Yeah.
3
and
of
I-
Yeah,
those is an ounce.
they're really light.
Yeah, they're just dried,
They're dried.
Went for a second.
He likes that. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. The animals are good.
All right, so
not
the
so good.
critters are good. He doesn't like natto.
He's not a soy boy.
Not a soy boy.
Yeah,
Not
good for
anymore.
him.
And then we have the jelly beans. Don't
Yeah,
forget
this
the-
is just could be bussin', could be not bussin'.
which one's which? What's the pink one?
What's this one?
Yeah. What could it
Let's
be?
find out. What could it be?
Yeah.
The pink one could be. Whoa, I don't know. Interesting. It looks like it could. No, that's not that. Toasted marshmallow or stink bug?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
okay, well,
I've already
you
had
like
enough bugs. Yeah, I've
bugs,
already had
so-
enough bugs.
one time for the stink bug.
It might
What do you
be,
say?
It might be a win-win.
Which
He
one?
can't tell.
No, this one's good. No, this is toasted
All
marshmallow.
right.
Oh,
Well,
that's a shame.
Keep going.
Yeah, we gotta find not a good one.
Give me the container. I'll tell you what they could be.
So Mama Jo came over and took it upon herself to try some of those.
Okay. So
You
the
just,
red
like,
one could be old bandage or pomegranate.
This one right here.
Yeah, old bandage.
I think it's gonna be old bandage.
I've had bandages in my mouth before. Not that bad.
This is old bandage.
Not so bad though, right?
I'll eat it again.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
my
it's just, it
God.
has a clothy taste
Apparently,
What
the
do you
rotten
mean
egg
you'll
one is
eat it
really
ag-
bad.
I don't want to.
to it. Go ahead. Show me the other one.
That's old bandage for sure.
Okay, so the yellow one could be buttered popcorn.
Or rotten egg.
We love buttered popcorn or
That's my favorite jelly bean.
rotten egg.
Hope it's
I
rotten
mean,
egg.
I eat
'cause
eggs.
Mama
This
Jo,
could ruin eggs
Mama Jo
forever for
could
him.
not stand the rotten egg.
It's not buttered popcorn.
No popcorn.
Wait, there might be buttered popcorn.
What?
What?
No, wait. No, it's rotten egg.
How do you not? How do you not instantly know?
Oh, man.
Funny if
I think he doesn't have like taste
They were all
buds.
just the bad ones.
I don't think it matters.
Well, the first
to
one I
him.
had was toasted marshmallow. That one didn't. That one didn't taste bad though, honestly.
Yeah, he'd have a rotten egg.
The
no
not
big deal.
honestly, the natto is the worst. Is the worst. of them.
What color is that? I need a color.
This is multiple color.
Multiple.
It's-
Okay, that's peach or barf.
Oh, barf.
Oh, barf.
Is the trick that they're all the bad ones?
I hope so.
No, it's just peach.
Damn it.
Damn. Barf would have been
He's
good.
running
Try again.
good.
Try again.
Yeah, barf would have been real good.
Yeah,
what
barf would
what are
be
the other
good.
ones we got here?
White.
Okay.
I think that's the sock.
Wait.
This is-
That's the light one.
This is
White
the birthday
speckle.
cake or
birthday cake or dirty dishwasher.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Apparently, the dishwater is not so.
I had the dishwater. It's pretty bad.
This one's dishwasher.
Yeah. it tastes exactly the way a running dishwasher smells.
Oh my god,
For
that's
sure.
disgusting.
It's not
and
that
then
bad.
I believe
He
the
doesn't mind any of these.
I believe the final one is strawberry
Honestly-
smoothie or dead fish.
Well, I mean, we have dead fish here too.
Yeah, that's true. This is no biggie for Landon.
Yeah, no
Just
biggie.
another day in the office.
Bugs, dead
This
fish.
is dead fish.
Yeah, nice.
All right,
nice.
I can't wait to step this segment
So,
up.
so we wanted to
Wow, that
start
one's
it
really
off.
bad.
We just not like that.
I'll finish it, but it's really bad.
You see, like,
We wanted to start it off a little mild because we'll
Yeah,
we'll,
the natto
we'll
is
ramp
also.
it up.
I
The natto
think your
is
job is done,
unsalted.
Tortoise.
Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
Thank you, Tortoise.
Yeah, but I would eat this. I mean, eat this fish one.
Okay. Feel free.
this is
Fish is good.
It not being crunchy is so disturbing
It's like
to me.
kind of smushy.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
little smushy. You can taste the
Yeah,
protein.
that's
Yeah.
okay.
But the bugs aren't bad either.
So yeah, we have some ideas for future ones. This was kind of a little intro, and then in the future we'll just be doing like one super gross thing. But we wanted to give you a little poo-poo platter today.
Thank you.
yeah, Landon, can we get a so good?
It's not so good though. It's just edible.
I was tempted to try the
Bug?
the bug,
Try
and,
a bug.
and then the
No, the bugs aren't
the
bad, I'm
sardine
serious.
or the anchovy.
the
I
bug-
will not try the bug.
You
Try
know,
the sardine. Try the fish.
No,
then.
I had my opportunity. I passed.
Oh.
Try the fish though. The fish one's good. The fish is actually good.
He's eating the fish.
Well, yeah, I used to eat the smaller ones.
Yeah.
You liked it.
I did like it.
Yeah.
It
The
had
natto
a-
is not very good though.
Natto stinks.
It's kind of
so bad.
unsalted.
It
It's
smells
like
like, old
unsalted.
sock.
So
Like,
not-
did you give it a whiff? Give it a
Um,
nice smell.
yeah.
I don't really know
It's
that
not
anything that smells
Oh my
bad.
God. that honestly smells like sock. It smells like dirty
smells
socks.
like old
Yeah.
socks.
Melissa, as this segment progresses, so is also the
No, I can't.
types of food and how bad they get also going to progress?
Yes.
So it's going to get a little worse every time?
Yeah, and we would like to eventually, get some surströmming.
Surströmming.
Surströmming
Surströmming.
from
I'm sorry.
Sven.
What is that?
Sven's going to bring his surströmming.
I think
It's
it's
a
fish.
very old fermented fish, but
Fermented
it's like
fish.
kind of expensive.
I
and
think Balut would be the end boss, right?
I think he'll just like that. But yeah,
Yeah, he
we'll,
might.
we'll put
Should
that
we-
one in there.
Balute's
Do you
pretty
have
nasty.
a lot of ideas, or should we have some
Yeah,
some
but
viewer
I would
submissions?
love to get some submissions.
Like what do you like? You know how we have a submission for if are you in the muck? Well, how about what do you want Landon to
yeah,
eat?
if
What would you
guys,
like to see him eat?
If you guys think you can crack Landon, because
Yes.
he is really like
He's
this
hard to
guy
crack.
eats raw lemons.
Like I would
like,
finish the natto, but I feel like I don't have to.
yeah, you
know?
don't have to.
Not
Right.
when you have a half a sub in front of you.
Yeah, now I'm rewarded with the Subway
But
sandwich.
it's
Yeah.
really hard to
Eat
find a
fresh.
food that he thinks is gross. So
Natto is
I
confirmed
challenge the
on the
viewers.
gross
What
scale.
It is
what
gross, yeah.
what's the end game of this segment? What do we hope to achieve?
It's an infinite game.
we want to turn him into a viral sensation. Weird food bro.
Oh, weird food,
Yes.
bro. Okay.
Food, bro.
Okay. Okay.
he
well,
will not get famous from poker. He will get famous from food.
I'm very hopeful for your future as weird food, bro. We'll see where the ride takes us. I guess
Yeah.
we're all gonna strap in this little train
Strap
that we
in soda
call
one.
Landon, and we're gonna see where this ride ends up.
Yeah.
But
The bugs aren't bad. The fish I would eat again. I would eat the bugs again. The jelly beans are still obviously whatever. And then the natto is something I would not eat.
What is
On my own.
natto?
It's fermented soybeans.
But like soybeans are probably decent by themselves.
Yeah,
it's
edamame.
Right, but it's just fermented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
literally
that's why
edamame but
it's that
fermented.
stretchy.
A little stretchy.
yeah, I share
Just in
even-
case, have one more
God.
bite. Oh,
yeah. Okay.
I thought you were going for
looks
one
like-
more bite.
It looks like a cobweb.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very stretchy and
You should try it
stinky.
again.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
I made sure, but there's no salt on it. It's just dry.
Sure. Well,
Well,
little
it
seasoning
came
on
with
it,
some
it'd be good.
packets.
I don't think
but
we
I
were here to
didn't-
season
I didn't
anything.
season it.
Maybe you could have put the salted fish in there.
Right. Try the
perhaps.
fish with the natto.
Yeah.
that's-
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ifro, I share your concerns, but hey, we're here for weird food, bro. We're gonna.
What did he
or
first
if
say?
you guys want to send in stuff, as long as it's like edible.
As long as it's edible
The-
and I won't die.
That
Yeah.
Landon eating gross things without being able to smell, taste, or watch other people gag doesn't really move the needle. I mean, he is just kind of a stoic individual.
I know he doesn't
consuming
really
things.
react. It's hard to make him react.
We're gonna have to push.
I
We're
think-
gonna have to push
I
the
think,
needle.
yeah, I think the problem is that we're still too tame. We're on food. I think we need bro to eat like Tide Pods.
I
tripod, bro.
That's the shit that goes viral, you know.
That's the
him
stuff
eating
that
a
kills you,
No,
man.
we
him
don't
eating
want
a
him
fish.
to die.
That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure we all know.
They didn't
Yeah,
die.
some people did.
Well, those are the idiots, you know. We're just
Right. Because the smart ones are the ones that put it in their mouth.
we would
Bring in some
expect you
bath
to
salt,
do
too.
a little better. No, he's a Florida man. Let's leave the bath salts out of this. I don't want to have my
That's too
face
close to
ripped
home.
off. Yeah. He ate a salted cupcake and didn't know if the cupcake had salt in it or not. What are we doing here?
Yes.
He knew.
Yeah,
I actually
do
makes
think.
me wonder if he like has
Taste buds.
Yeah,
like,
correct.
Yeah, like
Right.
if he's
Well, of course I
deficient
do.
in
I
like
think
well,
there's a good chance he
but
just
like
smoked.
maybe less
No,
than
I think he like smoked a pack of red a day when he was like 9.
Nope.
Just those Marlboro Reds. He was just
Do you
firing
have
up heaters
maybe a
after school.
deviated septum or something.
No, I think it's not that he can't take because he thinks everything tastes good. If you just didn't have any like your taste buds were super dull, I don't think you'd think everything tastes good. You'd just be like, eh.
Well, maybe
I
he just
lost my
likes the
taste.
mouthfeel.
Yeah, I mean, I lost my taste buds during COVID the first time, and even still couldn't get around to putting gross things in my mouth. Like I missed texture more than I missed the taste, and
Well, you're like the opposite of Landon.
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah, I'm
Right.
I'm
You're really
hypersensitive
picky.
to everything.
Yeah.
And you
for
only
sure.
eat beige food.
Yeah,
Beige food.
yeah. Beige. That's because I have a hypersensitive.
Beige
body.
food, bro.
Yeah, everything's
Boiled
beige.
chicken.
Yeah,
That's right.
eggs,
50 Shades of
pancakes,
Beige.
Pancakes.
Beige.
it's all beige.
It really does.
Beige.
Potatoes, beige.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Beige, so good for me.
Beige food, bro.
Yeah, beige food bro and weird food bro.
I like that. We could be a tandem, big
That
guy.
means he needs to eat stuff if it's beige.
The
Yeah.
ambiguously beige
Well,
duo.
the natto's a bit beige.
It's not beige in color. It's beige in spice. You know,
Both.
eggs aren't beige.
Yeah.
They're beige adjacent.
Beige adjacent. No, I will have none of that. I actually like beans, but not like
I
that.
like it.
No.
It's, good.
No,
It's
no.
really good for your gut biome.
You know, I think that's probably just a myth, but
It's not. It's fermented.
well, so is a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So is alcohol.
Yeah, but that's not good for your tummy.
That's my point.
No, it's good.
I'll be the
It's
judge
good
of that.
for you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Give me another beer.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. What do
Yeah.
you say?
Gotta go drinking.
Yeah, time to
This was a good episode.
about time to wrap it.
I have to say the Subway sandwich, number 1.
Yeah, bussin' for real.
Good sandwich, Guap.
Yeah, let them cook.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All
For
right,
the real food.
that's gonna do it for us today. We'll be back tomorrow at noon. Come hell or high water. I'm not playing that down bad game again, so I'll go play after the podcast instead, which means we'll be here at our usual time. And Mama Joe and Melissa will be on a live stream tomorrow evening, so be
No.
sure.
Not a live stream.
Oh no, they're just
the game.
sticking you in some back
I don't
room.
play live streams.
Why not? It's for the ladies. It's for the cause.
We're just a side game.
Okay, fine. It'll just be a side game. Tune in tomorrow at noon. We'll be back then. Don't forget that we are doing the pre-Black Friday sale. Head to solve4y.io. You guys will save money on your first 2 months, as well as $500 off if you sign up for the Academy before December 15th. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Peace.
Peace.